I'm ALEIGHA Nicole and you're watching Disney Channel. Ooh, I like that. What's up y'all, ALEIGHA Nicole here and this is a DCP Conversation. That was my pixie dust. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my character performer audition experience. But before we hop into the video, I need you to do me a huge favor and give this video a huge thumbs up, hit subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you can be updated when I upload a new video. When I applied for the DCP, I had certain roles that I knew for a fact that I definitely wanted if I could get it. You can check out what some of those roles are in the iCard above. One of those roles was a character performer, and I knew that I had to go through an audition process to even be considered for this. And I had all intentions of going, but as the date got closer and closer to audition date, I got more and more hesitant about going. And I wasn't hesitant about going because I was scared or nervous. It was more so a financial reason more than anything. Also, if you watch my 3-month post-grad update, I'll put it in the iCard above so you can check it out. You'll also learn more about like my financial standpoint since graduating from college and why this was such a huge decision for me to battle with. Since the auditions were not in my city nor my state, it was kind of difficult for me to make this decision financial wise to commit to it. So I didn't decide to actually go on these auditions until not the week before, not even the day before. I'm talking the night before, literally 10 o'clock p.m., barely 12 hours before the audition start. I just had an aha moment. I was like, you know what? No, I gotta go and do these auditions. You're not a quitter. You're gonna do this. You're gonna make a way. So I made a way and I did it. So the night before, I wanted to prepare as much as I could for this audition. So I was looking up and seeing what type of dance moves they were gonna ask me to do, because that's one thing that a lot of people worry about when it comes to these auditions is the dancing. Not everybody who auditions is a dancer. I wasn't. So I wanted to at least understand what the basic, to dancers, these are basic moves. To me, I'm just like, oh. Okay. So I looked up to see what type of dances they were going to ask me to do, and I practiced and I fell a couple times, but it's okay though because I got right back up, did it again. I practiced for a good 2 hours and called it a night, packed my clothes, and planned on getting up at 4 in the morning. I went to the Atlanta, Georgia auditions, which is about 3.5–4 hours from where I live, so it wasn't too far. But I wanted to make sure I left early enough because if you know anything about Atlanta traffic, it is not something to play with. It doesn't matter what time you're in Atlanta. If you are in the city, you will be in some type of congestion. It may not be stop traffic, but it's going to be a lot of cars on that highway. And because it's the morning and people are going to work and it's a Friday, it's going to be way more cars than usual. So I chose 4 o'clock because I wanted to be smart about the situation and say, just in case I get in traffic, I can still make it here on time. You had to be at the auditions at least by 9:30 to check in, and they started at 10 o'clock. So as you know already, I was already contemplating for the longest if I was even going to go on this audition. And then the morning of, when my alarm went off, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm laying in bed, I'm just like, is it even worth it? I laid there and seriously contemplated for a minute, but I did eventually get up. I didn't get up until 5, but I did get up and I got on the road. But that wasn't the last time that I second-guessed myself on going on this trip. Before I had to leave my city, I had to get some gas, so I was driving around looking for a gas station. Google said a certain gas station was open. Got there, all the lights are off. Google lied. So because the gas station is closed, I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? I'm already kind of running behind schedule, and I'm just sitting here in the parking lot literally for 10 minutes contemplating once again, am I going to these auditions? Oh, and let me tell you guys, it was raining too. And I'm not talking about no drizzle, I'm talking about whoosh. And on top of that, one of my window wipers on the driver's side is broken. So when it goes weet, 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 the left window wiper on the driver's side doesn't wipe all the way. So it just smudges the rain even more. How convenient. But I didn't let that stop me. But after sitting in this parking lot for about 10 minutes, I was just looking up. I was like, what the weather was going to be like in Atlanta, what the weather was right here in my city. And the thing was, it was going to stop raining within the next hour or so. And I was going to be so mad at myself if I stayed at home. And then when I woke up at like 9–10 o'clock and see that it's sunny bright, I was going to be so mad at myself. And I could have been like, you know what, ALEIGHA, you could have just thugged it out and just drove through the rain for like a little bit. So I regrouped myself together for the 3rd time of this contemplation, and I drove. Hey, move it, Sally, you gotta get to the Disney College program auditions. So as I'm driving to Atlanta, I'm good, there's no traffic, the rain eventually stopped. But right before I got into the city of Atlanta, boom, there's where the traffic hit. I was like, no, traffic. It was about 8 something, but I still had about 30 more minutes to go to actually get to Atlanta, and I was still afraid of getting into traffic when I got into the city. So 8 o'clock, I was just going berserk because I knew that I need to be there by 9:30 or at least right before 10. I was gonna be so mad at myself if I walked into the audition late. That is not a good look. So I'm driving, I'm like, why am I in the slow lane? I never drive in the slow, not like this, especially not in traffic. So I'm like, ALEIGHA, get yourself together, get in the fast lane and pass all these cars. And you know the fast lane goes just a little bit faster than the slow lane, hence the name fast lane. After getting in the fast lane, we went right through that traffic. So I was in traffic for maybe about 10 to 15 minutes. I got to the auditions at 9:50. Hallelujah! But the issue was finding a parking spot, which I didn't even think about at first because I knew that this was going to be at a dance studio. I didn't know if it was going to be like a standalone on its own building or if it was going to be in a shopping center. It was in a shopping center, so there was already a lot of cars parked at other stores, including all the people auditioning. But I found a parking spot, wasn't in front of the dance studio, but that doesn't matter. I found one and I walked my butt over there and I went in and I got my number. I kept it just for this video, y'all. First group of people that I saw, they looked friendly, sat down, talked with them, and we waited. The audition process is so simple, y'all. You go in, they teach you to dance, you do it step by step, then you don't do it with music, then you do it with music, practice a little bit. And mind you, this practicing literally was only probably maybe 20 minutes. This whole auditioning process was, I want to say 35 to 40 minutes. I'm not even exaggerating. You would think it would be longer than that to actually like try to learn the dance, but nah, no. Like most of my time spent there was waiting to do the audition, and that was like for maybe an hour. After we learned to dance and we practiced, that's when we got to perform for the lady who was judging us, and we danced across the floor in like lines of maybe 4 or 5. And y'all, I freaking killed it, okay? I did an amazing job. And I think I may have messed up a little bit, but the thing is, when you mess up, you don't really mess up. You meant to do that. You don't show that on your face. You keep going. Because that's what really matters, is how you bounce back from your mishap. After all of our rows went down the middle of the room, and I think it was maybe about 20 groups of 4 or 5. Don't take that number seriously because I don't know. But after we auditioned, we sat down on the floor and we waited for her to call our number. So as I sit down with my number on, I am really not sure what the outcome is gonna be. Deep down inside, I didn't think I was gonna get it, even though I knew in my heart I did a great job. So as the numbers are being called, 280 was not. I know, shat face. And honestly, I really was shocked that I didn't even get to move on forward throughout the audition. But at the same time, I was like, I mean, there's reasons why I probably didn't get chosen, so nothing I can do about it. Even one of the guys that I met there and who did the audition with me was like, what? Your number didn't get? Are you, what? Like, he was more shocked than I was. But it is what it is. I had so much fun doing the audition. So after getting the results, I head right back home, and all this happened before noon. So I was back home around like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and just kept on going with my day. But it was a fun audition, met some cool people, I had a great time, learned some new moves that I'll probably never ever use again in my life. Ow. Ow. But who knows, I probably will use it one day in my life, who knows. But that is my audition story. I hope you enjoyed it. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to be updated when I upload a new video. I'm ALEIGHA Nicole, and I will see you in my next video, but don't forget to have a magical day. I don't sing, by the way.